you've been following me or following my channel for a while now, you know, one thing that I stress to anybody that's in the trades, especially service-based trades, if you're an electrician, plumber, HVAC, carpenter, any of that stuff, one thing I would advise for you guys to be doing is to invest in the real estate. I've been doing it for some years now, got a couple rental properties, and I just happened to be out looking at another property I'm going to try to pick up today. But I wanted y'all to bring you, damn if I can get my shit straight. I wanted to bring you guys along on this to show you what I'm looking at, why I invest in the real estate, and why I think it's a good hedge for you guys to do it as well. I'm not gonna flip my camera. We're gonna figure this out as we go. This is my first live on my phone. Oh yeah, here we go. Really? Oh, I gotta hold it. Y'all ain't tired of looking at me. How does this work? Anyways, so we're out here. First thing I noticed when I pulled up, there is a huge tree that's down right in the front of this house. So number one, before I get started on anything, chopping that guy out of there. So let's see what we're getting into on this house. I already made it into the kitchen and like one of the back room areas. And I immediately stepped out and I'm like, oh, y'all got to see this. This is a absolute treasure trove of a house out here. Why won't you flip and stay there? That's annoying. My bad, y'all. Anyways, so like one of the main things I see that I always look for is waterproofing issues on these houses. Because for me, having a background in waterproofing, I can do pretty good on a house if somebody gets scared off because they see water in the basement. So I see like this downspouts pulled away, dumping right on the foundation. I already know when I walk into that basement, it's potentially going to be some water down there. And then I noticed this other crazy thing going on. It's like here, we got the back. It's like right over here, I got another downspout just splashed off right onto the foundation. We put major water there. But there's a literal river running through this backyard. We just had a very small rainstorm, and you can see all that water up there. It's a stream. I can see that about 2 to 3 houses up. Comes right through this backyard. And it actually goes out to the next house and in between both of ours. And it's going out there. So I already know this property is going to be some work. But having the background that I have in plumbing and waterproofing, I'm going to be able to put in a system that's going to be able to take this water away from my yard and put it out either to the street or some sort of culvert in between our houses. But see, here we go. I'm stepping up in this place right now. So initial look is not that bad. I like what I'm seeing already, even though I'm only in room number 1. Got some nice wood. It don't smell bad. Carpet to change out, obviously. We already know what we're getting into with that. This is the part where it gets crazy, though. I'm trying to show you all this. Oh, I didn't even see all this mold. See, I just grabbed my flashlight. I'm seeing how bad this is. This is... Oh, yeah, the phone don't do it justice. I better not find a dead body in here. I swear to God, especially while I'm in here on the live. Woo! Oh, yeah, look at that kitchen. You can see the mold everywhere. Oh, that kitchen, that stove is gross. Oh, this is sick. So I know, being a plumber, looking at this already, I already know this kitchen is going to be a full-ass gut. This might as well be Ghostbusters. I swear to God, I better not find a body in this house. Because this is not a pleasant surprise over here. I mean, look at this shit, dude. When is the last time somebody has used this stove? Oh, that's... Should we see what's in here? Oh, this looks like some Resident Evil shit in here, dude. What is this? First thing I want to see before really going anywhere in the house, I want to see the basement. That's going to tell me everything I need to know about the structure, the water lines, seeing if any walls are falling in. Holy fuck, dude. It's a whole... Yeah, there's some Resident Evil type shit. I'm sure the phone don't do it justice. It's like a whole ass library down here, but just the mold everywhere is crazy. Guess I really don't even want to move some of this stuff. So that's like what we saw outside with all that water coming in, the downspouts going against the foundation. They definitely got some major water issues going on here. Yeah, you can see like all the water and mold on the walls over here. Quite a nice main. I can see that they've shut the water off to this thing too. So that tells me they've probably had some blown out pipes or something in the house going on. Man, that would be some good cheese. Scrape it right off these books. Shit, I could probably snort a line with this stuff, dude. Be high for a fucking month. Oh. Yeah, this is wild. I've walked a lot of properties in a life looking at rentals, and it's probably not the worst one, but clutter-wise, this is a lot. I'm going to have to get my hauling guys in here and just, dude, we're going to be demoing everything. So, all right, back to the plumbing shit, though. So I got my water heater over here. It don't look too terrible, but honestly, I'm going to plan on having to replace it, which me doing that, obviously, I save on that cost there. Now, here goes more of the fun stuff. I got my main stagnant house right here. It's going to pick up my toilet. I got my main vent. I got some sort of lav drain over here. It's clearly been updated or had some sort of work done to it. As we can see, it's all PVC going in the floor, which, as old as this house is, that tells me it's definitely had some work. Yeah, and we got PVC for the kitchen sink drain. You know, we can see this laundry tub. Sorry, I know this video is not the best. This is, woo. Yeah, old concrete tub. So there again, I'm going to plan on breaking this thing out. I'm going to put in a new either single or double laundry bay. Water lines, even though this place is rough, they actually don't look that bad. So that's a plus. Oh, wow. This is oh, hell no. Please don't be on that. Damn, that's why you guys got electric here. So this is common in Ohio, especially in these older homes. Damn, this sucks. So they got it's like a big oil tank down here. So they will have fed like the water heater, the furnace off the oil back in the day. So you got to come get this thing filled up to heat the house. Damn, it's got a newer pump on there, so it might still be in service, which for me, that's going to be a big cost. Because either I got to talk to the gas company and have them run a gas line out here, or I'm going to have to keep that system in place. Fuck. I'm trying to look. I'm at the furnace right now looking at this thing. And yeah, so I can see a old line set on the ground here. That was probably for that oil. Yep, sure enough. So that thing's hooked. Nah, you're fully electric, aren't you? I might have lucked out on that. Shoot, I'm hoping that thing's abandoned. But that means either way, I still got to find a way to haul that tank out of here. I'm surprised. The basement down here actually does not look too terrible, considering the amount of water that's outside. Got an electrical panel in here, so there again, this one does not look to be too bad. I don't see the old red Northern Pacific handles on there, so I'll probably just get a face cover for that. Do some updates. Some sort of alarm system in the house, just abandon that damn thing. So we got a sump pump here, which is nice for those waterproofing issues. Got a system set up in place there, so that's cool. Bear with me a minute. I'm just checking out the walls and stuff here, because one of the big things, I will walk away from a house if there's structural issues. I don't care if you're going to give it to me for free. I'm not dealing with replacing basement walls, digging foundations if I don't have to, especially if like the joists and things like that are shot or falling in and rotted. Because you start talking about crazy amounts of money at that point. And then, you know, it's not even feasible to redo the house. Because, like, for this one, I already know I got to gut this whole thing. Especially with the amount of mold in here. I'm going to be surprised when I contact the city. It might even be on their demo list, which I really hope it's not. Because if that's the case, if it's already on the city's demo list, dude, I'm pretty much walking this for no reason. Damn, dude, I can't even... Y'all see what I see? I can't even get through this place. I should probably have a mask on, but that's for pussies. So there's some sort of attic space up here, which would be above our garage. Let's see, I'm trying to get up here without busting my ass. But see, this is one of those fun parts of my job where I get to do a little bit of work outside of my norm. Hey, I got the old antenna up here. I'm used to going in and fixing houses on a regular, and this just makes it easy. I already know when I'm walking into it, is this going to be a good deal? What do I need to offer them to make this work? And is it something I even want to get involved with? Because the biggest thing for me is I save all the money on the plumbing side. Which, if you've ever bought a house, or, you know, if you're a plumber, you understand how expensive that stuff is. As soon as you get into bathroom remodels, redoing kitchens, moving laundry around and doing laundry tubs, you understand it's costly to do that. You know, we're talking easy for this house. If I had to pay a plumber to come in here and do what I want, we're talking 20 G's at least. At least. It's not even counting the demo for this shit. God damn, dude, this house is gonna kill me. What the fuck? Hey, at least I got a wheelchair in case I bust my ass. That thing was pretty comfy, right? A little butt cheese on it. Let's see what these bedrooms are hitting for. Yeah, you already know foundation repairs, dude. And if you've done the repairs, I'm sure you've seen how much it costs. Holy fuck. Yeah, there might be a body in that bed. Yeah, you already know when it comes to foundation repairs, how expensive that is and some of the things you have to go through. I don't know, have you guys ever had to lift up or like jack up a house in order to get the foundation done? I had a property I almost bought, and at the last minute before we closed, I found out from the city, they wanted this house lifted up. It was like 8 inches or 12 inches, something like that, because it was in a floodplain. They wanted the whole house jacked up, foundation raised. Last minute I found out about it, and the house was cheap. So I had one of my buddies bid it out for me real quick. And it was like $100,000 just to, in a small house, you know, 1,000 square feet, nothing major. But I'm like, no, $100,000 just for the foundation? I can't make any money on that, even if I keep it as a rental. Definitely had a smoker in here. You can see all the yellow on the ceilings and like the walls. How they're like all that old yellow. Hey, they got some clothes here. Hold on a minute. Y'all got suits for your boy? Oh, these are all women clothes. Damn it. Come on, Grandma. Ugh, it stinks. She ain't do too much laundry, I can tell you that. Her clothes do not smell good. Whew. So, all right. So, the other thing I'm looking for, I got bedrooms, right? Need to make sure I got closet space, obviously. It's a big one. You'll go into homes where they've added rooms, but they don't put a closet in them. Technically, out here, we can't consider that a bedroom. But easy to do. See, back here is not bad. I could clean these up. I'd probably put 4 coats of Kills on all these walls after scrubbing them down. I got, like, the hardwood, honestly, aside from it being dirty, is not that bad. This house might be a go for me. For real, for real. Like, it's nasty. But there's nothing a little bleach can't clean up. Yeah, see, I don't have much experience with the anchors and the systems. I've seen videos on those, but yeah, it's like I'm not interested in that, dude. It seems crazy. Absolutely crazy. I could get it if it was like what do you call it, like a house on a crawl space or something where you only got a couple feet. Maybe you got to lift it a little bit. But out here, like this house I'm looking at, we got an 8-foot basement ceiling, so it's probably about 7 feet in the ground. It's too much. Way too much. This is the fun part, man. The bathroom. This thing's getting gutted. I already know. Tiles busted up. The walls look like shit. Like there is no cleaning this. I don't care how much you scrub this shit. Look at the fucking toilet, dude. There's no water in that thing. That's how you know this place has been sitting for a minute. Yeah, nah. You're going. All this tile's going. Look at this shit. Oh, they were getting wild in here. Somebody busted their head on the countertop. Damn. That's wild. See, and this is an easy one too because I only got one bathroom that I want to deal with. Now, here's the kicker for what I do. Being a plumber, I already know I could add in a second bathroom to this house potentially, which would give me a great value add. So obviously it's going to cost me to add in the bathroom, but I'll be able to either charge more for rent or I'll be able to sell the house for more. More than likely, knowing me, I'm going to just keep it as a rental. I really don't like selling houses. I'm all about holding on to them, especially in an area like this. Yo, no way. There it is. Hold on. I found some shit. Damn, I can't get it out of here. No, I'm going to break it, bro. Monopoly. The old one, too. Oh, that's sick. See, there might even be some hidden treasures in this house, too. Probably nothing crazy. I don't see no art or vases, any stuff like that around here. They do got some blue crystal. So before I call my guys in here to tear this place out, we'll probably go through some stuff and just see if there's anything. You never know, man. Old people, they hold on to their shit and they die. And they don't get rid of it. And it don't really look like anybody's been in this house. This is, man. Another closet up here. Yeah, full of spiders and old jackets. Yeah. This house might look crazy. Seeing all this stuff in here, definitely a hoarder situation. But I like it. I see this. It's got a lot of potential. There's no major red flags going off for me that I see. This isn't even a full gut, honestly. It's a heavy-duty clean. Man, I hope my floor guy, he can scrub these things out. All new kitchen, all new bathroom. I'll run some numbers and see if it makes sense to add in another bathroom here. Or another one is a good value add for us plumbers and people that are investing in real estate is to bring the laundry from the basement up to like the first floor or second floor if you've got a house like that. People love that. Nobody wants to go in an old-ass basement, do their laundry. If you can have it right in the bedroom or right off the bedroom in a closet or something, they definitely appreciate that much more. But that's a small house. That thing's only got to be 1,000 square feet. But what's cool is this whole addition on the back. This big room that they got. And it's clean. Like, I got some skylights. They don't look like they're leaking that bad. I'm going to assume I got to get a roof on here. I'll fudge it in my numbers. Because one thing you don't want to do, like when you're getting these houses, you don't want to underestimate it at all. Like, even the plumbing, I'm going to estimate it at the cost that it would get to, take the company in here to do it. But that's where I get some of my money back. And I know, like, all right, if this goes smooth and I overbid it a little bit on the plumbing side and maybe some of the other things, maybe I'll think I need a roof on it. If I don't have to do that stuff, that's it. More money I've saved or more money I'll get to put in my pocket on the refinance when I do it. And also, this house is so small, too, I'm not even going to worry about getting an inspector here. Because you got to think, over my career, I've probably gone through 10,000 houses, at least. I know within 5 minutes when I walk into a place, if it's got potential or if it's total shit. I should have recorded the one I was at earlier today. It was a big duplex I looked at, but it was bad foundation, been turned into a group home at one point, just Band-Aids for 100 years. Not worth it. Let's see, here I'm out here. Let's see what we got. So like that whole spot's an addition on there. That big nice room that they have. And it doesn't look bad. The only thing that I would see it's a concern for me is they got the wood in the ground for my main post, and you can see where the concrete is separated. So I'm going to definitely have settling issues on that at some point. But it's going to be considerably easy to lift that up and redo that than it would be if it was the main foundation. I see my AC unit hiding over here. That thing's going to have to get replaced. It's a lot. It'd be a nice bit of work. Isaiah, yeah, commercial, man, that's a whole different game over there. I know at my company, I probably do 20 to 30% commercial, but it's by far my favorite when that call comes in. Bigger stuff, sometimes a little bit more difficult, but for some reason, it's way more enjoyable. Let's see, I'm going to see if I can get around on the other side of this property, because that's one thing I have not seen yet. Isaiah, I'm out of Cleveland, Ohio. Bro, there ain't no plumbers out here. I mean, there's enough, but not enough good plumbers. We got plenty of handymen. Shit, you can find one of those standing on every corner. Oh, that's why I didn't get to check. I didn't go in the damn garage. I'm gonna have to shoot back in there. Get over that tree. Yeah, see, that whole tree fell. We had a bad windstorm out on this side of town earlier this week, and it must have taken that out. Too bad it ain't hit the house. Oh yeah, Florida. Hey man, you're lucky out there, dude. It's a nice state to be in. I love Florida. Especially Tampa's dope. I've been to Daytona, Miami, but there's so much trouble out there for me. Ooh. Miami's a dangerous place. If y'all were watching earlier where I showed that river coming through the back of the house, I'm on the other side of it now. So I'm in between the neighbor's house and my house, and you can just see where this thing's flowing through. So over here, it's cool. I'm far enough away from the foundation, but at the back of the house, I got to find a way to get that around. See, I got some growth on the side of the house, but nothing uber major back here. And it's a big lot. It's almost an acre back here in the backyard. But it's not really even worth going back there right now. There ain't shit to see. Man, if you think Tampa's dangerous, bro, you should watch my videos around I'm out in East Cleveland. I've seen some of the hoods in Tampa, man. I don't know that they quite hold up to what we got up here. Cleveland's a different animal, especially us. You got to deal with the cold. That just pisses people off. Makes them a little different. See, I'm about to walk back up in here real quick and see what's up with this garage. St. Pete, yeah, I'm not hip to them. Is that out by Tampa? Yes, I can't even. This whole river's coming through here. I can't even. That's the whole backyard, though. I got all the way back to like those rear pines. Yeah, this would be kosher. So money. Let's talk about the money aspect of this, because that obviously at the end of the day, the money is what makes the most sense about it. So for this house, they're asking $100,000 for it. I already know based on the area and the school system. How the fuck do you get to the garage? Sorry, this house is confusing. There's got to be a side entrance to it. Oh, it's only from outside. My bad, y'all. So I know for the area, we got a really good school system. It's actually one of the best in the state, and I think number 2 or number 3 in the nation. I know if this house was finished up, done moderately, not over the top, it doesn't have to be super fancy. If I'm going to try to sell it, I could easily get 275, 300-ish right now with the way the market is. And if I'm going to keep it and rent it out as is for a 2-bedroom, single bath, maybe move the laundry around a bit, we're looking at 2,500 to maybe 2,800 in rent. What they're asking is 100,000 for the house. And just by doing like that quick walkthrough before I really sit there and crunch numbers, having done a couple properties like this already, I know I'm probably going to be conservatively, I'm probably going to be around 50,000 that I got to put into this. But I honestly don't think I'm even going to have to put that, because I don't think the roof is bad yet. The bathrooms are going to be easy. I know I'm going to save money on that. I'll just send my guys over here to bust out the bathrooms, and we don't even have to retile them, honestly. All right, I'm looking at the roof, though. It does look a little rough, and I got trees sitting on it, so I might have to plan about another $7,000 for that. But yeah, 50 to 70,000. So let's say if I do that, right? And on the high end, so what I'll do in my head is I'll estimate, if I think it's 50, I'll just say it's about 70 or 80. So if I buy it for 100, I put 80 into it, that's 180,000. And if I could sell it for that, anywhere from 225 to 275, that's a pretty good payday for honestly not a lot of work. We can make a killing on that. And then, so even if I have a total investment of 180,000 and I'm renting it for, say, 2,500 to 2,800 a month, that's a pretty good return on my money, because what I'm going to expect is that my mortgage and expenses are probably going to be right around 1,600 to 1,800 a month, not counting expenditures. I might be closer to $2,000, call it. So you figure I'll make $500 a month, and I myself won't have to do a whole lot of work on it. I got to crunch some numbers, do some plumbing in the bathrooms, which, like I said, I'll just have my guys out here come and do it. So you tell me if the numbers make sense to you, if that's something that you would buy. If you had to put in some work, 180,000, but it's going to give you $500 a month, and you're going to be in an area where you build equity on the home rather quickly. To me, it makes a lot of sense, because I know if the rent doesn't work, I know I can sell it. And even if I only sell it for the low end, 225, 230-ish in this market, which I know I could try to sell it for that right now. Not right now, but fixed up. I'd get that in a heartbeat. I know I could get that. And I would at least get a little bit of money back out of it. And it would be a good learning experience. So for me, I'm going to end up putting an offer in. I'm going to see if I can get this project. And if I do, I'll probably do more lives over here. I don't know what we're going to call this house yet. I got to come up with a good name for it after seeing the inside. Yeah, so where I'm at right now is Solon, Ohio. So I'm technically in the Cleveland area with this house. It's a Cleveland suburb. But Solon it's not Cleveland School District. This is a nice suburb right on the outskirts of Cleveland. Like I said, this is a A1 school district. No joke. I'm almost positive this is a number 2 in the nation. Not in the state of Ohio. We're number 1 in the state. But this is number 2 in the nation. So, and that's one of the more important things, too, that I look at when buying a home is I got to make sure it's in a good school district. If I want to get top rent, I'll buy in a C-class neighborhood. I got one house that does do the Cleveland school districts, but it's in a decent part over there, and I get good money at that house. But there are plenty of areas that I would avoid buying in. But this one, for me, knowing the area, absolute no-brainer for me. Good school district. Something like this will hold its value as long as the area stays strict. They don't allow Section 8 and things like that, which Solon is notorious for not doing. The school districts, like I keep going back to, it's helping keep the area up for sure. And yeah, you got a lot of space out here. It's quiet. You know, you're not right on top of your neighbors. I got a fire department across the street. This to me makes a lot of sense. Now, would I have known all this without being a plumber? Potentially, yes. If I was still into real estate without being a plumber, I would be able to figure this stuff out. But by being a plumber, I can look at it and it makes it easier for me. I know the area. I always work over here. I know what I have to get involved with on the inside of the house in terms of the plumbing, the electrical, updating the HVAC stuff. I know what I'm going to get into. You know, stuff like this doesn't scare me, especially after having been on big projects before and dealing with large apartment complexes and things like that. This is easy money. So that's why I advocate for you guys. If you're plumbers, electricians, carpenters, any of that stuff, just start looking at houses. Go walk them. Get comfortable with it. You'll know when something makes sense to you. Run the numbers, and if it does, try to pull the plug on it. Because to me, real estate is one of the best investments that you can make. It's a great hedge for retirement. Think about how often you hear about rental prices going down in our country. You haven't heard about that shit in a while. I know I have never personally seen a rental reduction. So I know that if I buy at today's prices, in 20 years, rents are going to keep going up. But I still only paid, you know, that $180 for the house. So over the term of it, it's going to compound and pay me even more. And I'll be able to use that towards retirement. You know what I mean? So think about it. It's definitely something to consider. I think you guys should be doing it. I'm big into investing. I'm big into growing. Appreciate you guys stopping by and watching the live. If I get this house, I'll keep you all updated. We'll do some more videos. I'll catch you on the next one. Oh, yeah. No, for Isaiah, so I know me personally, I don't allow Section 8. Unless I was in Cleveland and investing down there. Like one of my rental properties, I probably would. Only because it's not that bad of an area. And I know with Section 8, it's at least guaranteed money. And I've dealt with a lot of Section 8 people that aren't that bad. You know, I know they get a horrible rap, and there are plenty of people on Section 8 that don't care, they tear shit up. But there's also people that do care because they know if they tear the house up or they don't act according and they make a mess of things, they will lose their Section 8 voucher, and then they're going to have a real hard time getting housing. So some of them will actually take care of stuff and do as they need. So Section 8 Aetna, I'm not necessarily opposed to it, but it's also not really my game. I'd rather not do it if I don't have to. And definitely in an area like this, in a good A-class neighborhood, I don't even have to consider that as an option. Section 8 is not even going to come across my desk unless for some reason I'm desperate and I can't find a renter out here. But looking at the map and looking at rental rates and seeing what properties out here are available right now, there's not much in the area. These houses go so fast out here, whether they're selling or renting, that I'm honestly not worried about finding a renter. If I was down in Cleveland or some of the other areas, I would definitely consider that in my pricing. Figure now I'm gonna have to wait a minute before I find a renter, or I might have to come down on the pricing. Out here, I don't even think it's gonna be a thing really. But these are all things you learn and you understand by being a plumber, or being in the trades and being out in the field, constantly doing work. These are things that over years, they start to register with you, and it's like they start to compound and make sense when you see it. So definitely consider it. Oh, you're in Switzerland. Man, that might be the move, but I already know. I'm in Ohio. It's cold out here half of the year. Last place I'm moving is somewhere cold. It's got to be warm, dude. I'm going to Vegas or Santa Fe. Puerto Rico's on my list. Honestly, that's one. I've been trying to buy a house out there because I got a couple good spots out that way, but everybody's moving out there because of the tax benefits. So now, of course, their prices have skyrocketed. I wish I jumped on something a couple years ago, but there again, keep your eyes out for it. The right opportunity will come about. But I think I've starved y'all enough on here. I'm going to get rolling. I'm going to go crunch some numbers and send something over to my realtor. Drop a like, hit me with some comments. Even after the video, I'll stop through and answer them, especially if you invest in real estate or you're thinking about it. I got some good pointers for you. Even if you're in Ohio or in the Cleveland market, I got a great team of realtors, title people, lenders, all that stuff. So just get at me. I'll catch you on the next one. I got to figure out how to get off of this thing. This is my first live on my phone.